overthink things, baby, 'cause I know that you do. You've been a stranger lately, and I know that's not you. Easy come, easy go, no need to fight about it. Easy come, easy go, no stress, I'm good without it. Easy come, easy go, let's keep it fun and simple. Easy come, easy go. Don't overthink things, baby, 'cause
Okay, hello and welcome to the Racecourse team news for today's game against Solihull Moors. Wrexham unchanged from the Boxing Day win against Salford City. I'll run through that lineup now, although I'm sure it's etched in your minds if you were among the 8,000 here on Boxing Day. That's number 18, Rob Lainton in goal. Number 3, James Jennings. Number 5, the captain and the first goal scorer against Salford, Sean Pearson. Number 7, Luke Summerfield. Number 13, Mark Carrington. 14, Paul Rutherford. 16, Brad Walker. 20, Akil Wright. 23, Stuart Bevan. 30, Jake Lawler. 32, Bobby Grant. Subs, 2 changes on there. Christian Dibble, sub-keeper. Number 2, Kevin Roberts, back from injury, replaces Manny Smith on the bench. Number 8, Luke Young, he's on the bench for Nicky Deverdix, having come back from his ban. Number 10, Chris Holroyd. Number 29, Ben Tollett. Run through the Solihull Moors team in a minute, but Lee, I guess the temptation would have been to rotate players during a busy period, but after such a good performance on Boxing Day, it fully justifies all 11 starting again this time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think any other sort of result it would have resulted in a couple of changes to the team, but when you beat such a team like Salford, 5-1, you can't really make any changes to it. So hopefully the same again against a tough Solihull Moors today.
Yeah, I think this is a game really we shouldn't underestimate, isn't it? We've highlighted it before the Salford game, and especially now. The important things to back up that win in Solihull are not going to be an easy team to do that against, are they?
No, I think it's going to be a different challenge today. I think Salford were a team that tried to play the ball about and get it on the floor. I think Solihull are going to be... I think they're going to be very physical, maybe a lot of long balls as well. A tough team to beat, and we've seen that this season. They're up there for a reason. They've come a long way since last season, so a tough challenge today for us. For
and
sure.
They just keep winning games, don't they? That's the point. One of these other teams have just not relented in their challenge. We've just been watching Salford v Barrow now. A bit of a surprise result there. We've seen Barrow win 3-2. That's surely extra motivation for the Wrexham players now, isn't it? It could real chance to open up a gap ahead of the game on New Year's Day.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know whether they'll have realised that result. I don't know whether they've been told by anyone, but for sure it's motivation for today. You can really open up that gap now. Yeah. Us and Leighton Orient could create a real good gap to be the two to knock off the top.
Yeah, of course. And I guess with the bench, the changes we've seen, Luke Young back from suspension, an extra option, isn't it? It's probably more versatile than Nicky Devidics in that he can play in both the central midfield roles and looks comfortable going forward as well.
Yeah, he's comfortable whether he's playing just behind the striker or as part of that midfield three that we see, and he's a real good player, and it's good to see him back in the team today. And Kevin Roberts as well, back after a good few weeks now, I think, with injury on the bench. So another key player to have back within the matchday squad. Yeah,
bittersweet I suppose, in that Manny Smith's had to miss out. Hopefully he's going to be over his injury problems before New Year's Day. We'll see how that one pans out. The only one, Ben Tollett, I thought he played very, very well when he came on Boxing Day. It must have been tempting to start him, wasn't it, today?
Yeah, I think it'd have been very close after the performance he put in. He was just so direct, wanting to get at the Salford's defence. It was the way that there was a chance where he needed to get the ball over the pitch to Rutherford, and instead of just putting a long ball across, he dribbled his way across and put a nice pass into him. Really talented player and a great goal on his debut as well.
Fantastic. Graham Barrow says it's one of the best debuts he's seen, so that's high praise indeed for a man who's seen a hell of a lot of people make their first steps. Right, Solihull Moors team in goal: number 1 Ryan Booth, number 2 Tyrone Williams, number 3 Jamie Reckford, number 4 the captain Kyle Storer, 5 Liam Daly, number 6 Alex Goodger, 7 Jamie Osborne, 8 Darren Carter, 13 Nathan Blissett, 17 Luke Maxwell, number 19 Danny Wright. On the bench, 9 Adi Youssef, 10 Jermaine Hilton, 12 George Carleen, 15 Harry Flowers, 23 Matt Stenson. Lee, a few players there we know plenty about, isn't there?
Yes, Danny Wright was... I thought he played well in the time that he was here. I really enjoyed watching him. It was about 4 or 5 years ago now, and Kyle Storer as well, who was here a good... I mean, that must have been 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Who were both good players, really good players at this level as well. And you look on the bench for them, Adi Youssef is a key player for them and only on the subs today.
Yeah, it's something we spoke about ahead of the Salford game. They ended up proving us wrong by not being all that, wasn't it? But they certainly have options on the bench and players to bring in. And as you said, Danny Wright, popular figure here in what could have been a glorious season, unfortunately just fell short, I suppose.
That was the 98 point, wasn't it? Yeah, no, he was a key part in that. I remember him against Brighton as well, played a key part in the goal that Andy Morrell scored to get our goal here at the racecourse. No, he's a good striker, puts himself about, well, really experienced now. He was playing League 2 football for a couple of years as well, so it was a great signing for them. I was quite surprised to see Solihull be able to pick him up as well.
Yeah, if we're talking experience as well, I've got Darren Carter, who seems to be playing a lot deeper now than his Birmingham days, but he's played the highest level. He brings a whole lot of experience. That makes a big difference to this level, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. You see it quite often over the last few years that experienced players from the Football League drop down, and it's such a great help to maybe some of the young players that come through at this level as well. But they know what to do at this level. He's now part of a promotion team at Solihull, and he'll know what to do and give advice off to all them players to push at the top of the table, where some of these players from last season wouldn't have expected to be.
No, of course, and it was a really big surprise how they started the season. Like you say, they just kept on going. We saw in the game all the way back on Bank Holiday Monday in August that Solihull are a team capable of withstanding pressure, and they were a physical team. They hit us at the other end 10 minutes ago, something like that. Now, that's the danger, isn't it? I guess we've started the last 3 games with 3 early goals. You found that yourself on the camera angles. I suppose another big start will be absolutely key in nullifying the threat that Solihull pose today.
Absolutely. As long as it's 2 or 3 minutes in for me to get my camera set up behind the goal, that would be great. But no, it just kind of sets the game. It relaxes the players. If you get that early goal, we saw it against Salford and how key it was to then going on and getting 5 over the game. And if we can do that again today, I do think it's going to be a different challenge today. I think they are going to be a tougher team. Maybe not quality-wise, but more knowledge about what they're going to have to do against Wrexham today.
Yeah, very physical team as well. So it's the sort of game where people like Brad Walker and Akil Wright really come into their own, that strong presence in the middle of midfield.
Oh, they'll love today. It's that kind of game where the real leaders and the strong players, they enjoy it, like Sean Pearson as well.
Absolutely.
He'll love this kind of physical challenge, and it'll be in their minds what happened in, I think it was late August, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I think that'll be in their minds today to put that one right.
Thanks very much, Lee. I'll run through these teams one more time for you. It's number 18, Rob Lainton in goal for Wrexham. At the back, 13, Mark Carrington. Number 5, Sean Pearson. Number 30, Jake Lawler. Number 3, James Jennings. Midfield 3, suspected Brad Walker. Number 16, defensive midfield, Luke Summerfield. Number 7, and number 20, Akil Wright, just in front of him. Last week it was 4-1-4-1, so that's the case again. 14, Paul Rufford on the right. They'll have 32, Bobby Grant on the left, and 23, Stuart Bevan through the middle. For Solihull Moors, it's 1, Ryan Boot, 2, Tyrone Williams, 3, Jamie Reckford, 4, the captain, Kyle Storer, 5, Liam Daly, number 6, Alex Goodger, 7, Jamie Osborne, 8, Darren Carter, 13, Nathan Blissett, 17, Luke Maxwell, and number 19, Danny Wright. We'll be back later, or it won't be us, somebody else will be back on the live stream after the game to dissect it. If you can't get down to the racecourse today, got about 15 minutes to kick off if you do live nearby. If not, join us on Calon FM. Mark Griffiths is being joined by Lucy Scott and James Harrison, sorry, I don't know where that came from. Otherwise, on our social media channels, Twitter and Facebook, make sure you tune in. Hopefully we'll have another memorable game. Boxing Day was fantastic. Let's hope we back it up today. Thanks very much for joining us. See you later.